Hey guys, I want to do this video because I was noticing something. I was noticing that so many people in this business, when they started, they're not around anymore. And they quit. They gave up. One thing that my mentor told me when I was getting started, he said, it's not how you start, man, it's how you finish. I was homeless, living in my car for months. And I was on unemployment. They ended my unemployment. I found out that the only free cheese is in the mousetrap. Okay, anything that you're dependent upon, money from someone else, it's a trap. All right, I ended up losing that and ended up living homeless. I worked in corporate America for years, about 16 years. I went over 30 jobs. I made 6 figures with my companies before. Got laid off from Verizon. Got a new job at AT&T. Got laid off when they ended up switching managers. Guy didn't like me. And so that's the crazy thing about corporate America is when, you know, your life is at the expense of someone else. Someone comes in and they don't like you, they could ixnay you for any reason. Right? So I wanted to get into entrepreneurship. I wanted to own my own business. I wanted to have control of my life. And I wanted to work from home and set my own hours. Okay? But it wasn't so easy. Right? When I first got started, my first month, I made no money. Second month, no money. It wasn't until 6 months in this business that I actually made a paycheck, right? And so I'm noticing so many people, you know, after a month, they're just gone, right? They just quit. They give up. There was one in particular, this lady, and she was so pumped up. She was fired up. You know those people, right? And then a month later, she's gone. I haven't talked to her for about 6 months, and I ended up giving her a call and asking her how she's been and what happened. And she told me that she's just making more money at her job, and so she didn't find it wise to invest the time in her side business. She quit. And she has a 6-year-old daughter, and she has a 10-year-old son. And so what kind of example is she setting for those kids? You know, those kids are doomed because they're seeing their mom quit already. She's programming them already that it's okay to quit. You know, if my daughter wanted to have piano lessons, right, I'm gonna tell her, are you sure that you want piano lessons? Because there's no way that I'm gonna let you quit, right? If she goes through the second piano lesson, third piano lesson, she's like, hey, I don't want to do it anymore. No, you got to finish it, right? Because we start, if we start, we finish. Okay, we finish what we start. If you want to get into baseball, you better be dang sure that you're gonna see it all the way through. Okay, because if not, what you're doing is you're letting people know that it's okay to give up. It's okay to quit. People that are great, people that do great things and make it in life and become uber successful, they just never gave up. They just never quit. They just have pig-headed determination and pig-headed persistence. That is the only thing that got me through. I was so depressed, guys, when I first started. Granted, I didn't know about online marketing. I didn't make any money my first 6 months. What if I had given up? You know, I was getting into these videos that talked about, you know, like zeitgeist, that talked about how the world is doomed and, you know, that the 1%ers are controlling everyone. And I got depressed. I didn't even leave my bed for a month. You know, I remember I was homeless, living in my car for months. It's just crazy now, the mindset and what I've been able to learn. And it's just because I never gave up, just because I didn't quit. It wasn't until 3.5 years in that I actually started making good money, until I actually started making $10,000 a month, 3.5 years into my career in entrepreneurship. All right, but what if I had given up month 1 like the lady did? What if I had given up month 2? Success is not some esoteric type of thing, right? It's just focusing. People can't even focus for 10 seconds, man. Like, they ask me, how do you read so many books, right? It's impossible to do that. No, it's not impossible. You just can't even focus, right? And so all I did was just focus. I had a strong reason why. The reason why I wanted to get into entrepreneurship, work for myself, get out of that hole that I was in, you know, where I was $30,000 in debt. I was sleeping in my car. I got my car repossessed. You know, that's when I worked in corporate America, right? That's when I wasn't passionate. I wasn't inspired. I got home and I was tired. Okay, it wasn't that I was tired, I just wasn't inspired, right? I needed something, so I wanted to get out of my situation. I wanted to provide something great for my life, my family, and retire my mom. And so that's why I didn't quit. Okay, so the lesson here is always finish what you start. Okay, especially if you have children, because you don't want them seeing their dad or their mom as a quitter, because they're going to become that later on. All the greats saw it through. Maybe it took them 4 years, maybe it took them 5, 7, 8, 10 years. They just never gave up. Now here's the thing though, okay, I was in another company for 3 years and it didn't work. Okay, but I didn't quit, right? I went to a different company, I started something different, which actually prompted my success. You know, started making 6 figures in 5 months, 6-figure incomes. But I kept going. I didn't just throw in the towel. I didn't say, you know what, I'm gonna go and reside, go back to my corporate job. I'm just gonna go get a job again. Okay, that would mean I would have settled. That's giving up. That's quitting, going back to corporate America where you're building someone else's dream for the rest of your life. Okay, entrepreneurship is not easy. Building a company is not easy. You see all the people do it. You see all their success. You see all the results, but what you don't see is the countless nights waking up 5 a.m., all the books they've read, all the hours and hours of studying and practicing and beating on their craft, okay? Staring into the abyss every single day, okay? Getting rejected, right? Feeling depressed, you know, overcoming so many challenges, so many obstacles. Everything worth building is uphill. You just don't see that. You just see the results and you think, oh, they got lucky. Luck has nothing to do with it. It's just hard work. It's just focus. It's never giving up. Always being determined, never letting any hater getting you down. In fact, if you don't got haters, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't going after nothing big. So that means you got something good going on. You got something great, and you are going after something big, and you're separating yourself from everyone else. So just don't stop. Keep going, guys. If you keep going, you will absolutely have everything you desire in life. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Just study. Okay, do everything you can, and you will succeed. Start and then finish.